Good morning, Red Army. It's your boy Casey doing this for 1878 Casuals. We're brought to you by Terrace Coat and delightful Moo ice cream. And this is this current stuff that's going on. You know, we played a match yesterday. We drew 2-2 with Tottenham. Disappointing. First of all, let me start off by saying we're too much of a reactionary, I know best, how dare the I know best type of society, meaning that everybody's so critical, or your critique of Ten Hag is out of control. It's out of control. I've heard people slag him off, tell him he has to answer for this. How dare he do that? What the fuck is he doing? Ten Hag got it wrong. Okay, that one's a fair one. Okay, he got it wrong. Now, his substitutions, he brought off Anthony, who, yeah, he hustles, he does a good job, but when he brought on, I believe it was Martial for, was it Sancho? I think Sancho could have stayed in the game. Okay. But everybody wanted Martial to play. So don't front. Don't go on like you didn't. I even wanted him to start. So Martial came in and he was shy. He was shit. He was not good. He was not active. He was dead. He was not involved. He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't he had a bad game. But motherfuckers still wanted him in. You get me? Still wanted the man in. So blaming Ten Hag for bad performance is a madness. It's crazy. I'm just tripping off it. Next, Fred came in, and I'm not sure, but we brought off Ericsson. Okay, Ericsson, he was giving us, we probably would have more control of the ball. But I was watching the match, and I felt Ericsson looked a little tired. I felt Ericsson looked a little paced. He even looked like that the last game. You got to remember, Ericsson is coming off an injury. Fitness is an issue. When players are tired, the chances of re-injury is high. Okay? People are upset that the boss probably was saving guys for Villa. Yeah. I was screaming the same thing. Take guys off. Let's save them for Villa. A few people at the pub was saying the same thing too. Because we were up 2 o'clock. Now, Fred comes in and has 9 turnovers. Do you actually believe the boss factored that in when he brought in Frederick? He said, I'm going to bring Fred in there. But you know what? How do we prepare ourselves for him to get 9 turnovers? It's a magnet. It's long. You don't prepare for that. Fred had his worst game possibly under Erik ten Hag. Trust me, if Ten Hag in his beautiful baldness is sexy, by the way, had any idea that man was going to have 9 turnovers, he would have told him to keep his Ross clock on the bus. But we got people who are, I don't know, backseat coaches or gaffers. They all know. They all got it down. What? You hear the noise? Look at the noise. Beautiful, isn't it? So it's a madness. We got to calm down. We played terrible. The team played terrible. I thought we were so poor in the second half. People were, I don't know what happened. I just felt like the substitutions killed the game. They didn't come on with energy, and they were supposed to come on with energy, and they didn't bring the energy. So plain and simple, we looked like shit. Tottenham got hope. Scored 2 goals. Bruno scores that 1. It's going to be 3-1, and I think it's a different game, but I'm not putting blame. Bruno's a warrior. Next, Nacho signed this contract, 5-year contract, and he's not going to no U20s team. Dead bat. The man is coming off an injury. And we didn't do all that work to get him healthy, to send him off to U20s and play in what? I don't know, probably 6 matches in a 2-week span so he can be re-injured. That just makes sense. I know I got in some debates with people talking about the FA Cup final versus a U20 thing, and it's plain and simple. It's legacy. Do you think his resume, his CV is gonna say he needs to get he is a U20s World Cup champion, so he should add on the extra 20 million bonuses and incentives, or whatever, 2 million in incentives and bonuses, or the man balled in the FA Cup final against City, scored a goal that broke the tie, and United won by 1. What's more legendary? Yeah, the thing that they're gonna talk about in Instant Classics and ESPN Classics and BT Sports Classics and Talk Sport and all that blood clot. It's the fact that he balled in the FA Cup final against Man City and helped possibly derail their treble. That's the more legendary thing to me. So I don't want to chat about, no, it's in this country and it's a team thing. It's a country thing. It's under 20s. Sorry. Maybe because I'm a Jamaican who lives in the United States, I don't get all turned up over the national team thing like that. I'm sorry. And I don't care. The Three Lions national team ain't that peak either. So, go on. Go on and do your thing. Mexico's national team is not peak either. Go on, do your thing. You feel me? Something else I was going to bring up. Oh, the Glazers thing is going down. So first of all, the bids are supposed to be in today by noon UK time or whatever, 8 o'clock UK time. So you're looking around noonish, I don't know, 1-ish our time. And, it's supposed to be the final bid. Look, listen, people, on this whole bid thing, listen, the Glazers ain't tied to no deadlines and all that bumbleclot. Don't get pressed and say it has to be done by the 28th. These motherfuckers can move the finish line anytime they want to. They are making the standards. They are making it to pressure bidders to give in their bids at a certain time. I'm telling Uno, Mr. Ratliff, bless his heart, is trying to go into bed with the Glazers. I don't like it. I don't even like it. The fact that he's supposed to be a United supporter, true and true, is disturbing that he would even want to include them in the deal because he's not checking the temperature of the room. If I'm buying a club, the last thing I want to bring to Uno, beautiful red arm, is say, check the thing. I'm trying to have leverage over the Qatari base, so let me just offer the Glazer them some, just keep them 20%. 20% of what, though? Is it 20% of the brothers and sisters? The 27s are the 2 con artists who run the thing? It's still going to be debt. They still going to be involved. It don't make no sense. Jim's fucking himself. I don't like it. So, today is supposed to be a deadline for that. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. What's troubling is if today's a deadline and the Glazers are going to have 2 more weeks to think about it. That's what I'm hearing. But the thing is, how do we hear all this fuckery anyway? As my boy Mark said, who's putting all this out? It's supposed to be NDAs. It could be the Glazer spinning shit. It could be Qataris putting shit out to make Sir Jim look bad. It could be Sir Jim putting it out. I don't know. Uno don't know. The people reporting it don't know. So I'm on this thing. I'm on a calm and relax. I read it as a calm. I can't go off and I only go on facts and tax. You get me? It's, you feel me? It's just too much going on. There's way too much going on. And that's why all the transfer thing about who we gonna sign and all that fucker. We can't get into all that chat too either, because who gonna pay for the check? Who gonna sign the check? Uno tell me. I don't get it. Everybody's gassed like, we gonna get this. He's linked with who? Who paying for it? Because I'm telling you, there's a Qatari transfer window is different from a Sir Jim Qatari window. A Sir Jim transfer window is different from a Glazer transfer window. A Qatari transfer window is going to be different from Sir Jim combined with a Glazer transfer window. So All we know, we're probably, from right now, we're probably going to end up, the way it looks right now, the way things right now, we're going to have to re-sign some people. Or sell them and I'll bring the money in. Things is not as crisp as we are for us with the transfer window. And they need to calm down on that aspect too. Just calm. I checked too long. I gotta go. It's case 1878 casuals, terrorist club, moving me and Oscar. Yesterday was disappointing. Remember, we gotta wear green and gold this weekend. Okay, we gotta be part of the protest stateside. It's not the time to bow out and act like you don't know what's going on. Wear your green and gold. Support the protest. Hashtag it. Take pictures. It has to be all through Twitter, Facebook, and all that. It's got to get recognized that the Americans are protesting too, or everybody stateside. Stop being passengers in this process and let's just do one thing. Wear green and gold. Take a picture. Hashtag it. Go on. Enough.